Here we are. It's the second edition of the Embryo House, Embryo Pink newsletter, video newsletter, I might add. This is where you're going to come to get all your Embryo House, Embryo Pink news. This sounds so horrible because there ain't a lot, but there is some. I mean, there's some. So anyways, I want to start this out by saying, if you don't know me, shame on you. And if you do know me, I love you. I love you anyways, if you don't know me. But I'm going to start out today with some of the co-hosting stuff I did lately. So if you don't know, Ripping It Up with Jamie is a very new podcast. They have their own podcast, and they also have their own YouTube channel that you can check out. And please take the time to listen to these podcasts and enjoy them. If you're a massive horror fanatic like I am, because that's all I watch. Like, if there ain't horror, Mama don't want it. So, with co-hosting with Rippin' It Up with Jamie, me and Jamie Rippin, we just recently, there is an interview that you can check out with Pete Langston and Jamie Rippin and me and the crew for White Gardenia. There is also a part 2 to that, so make sure that you check that one out. And there's also a new podcast episode of Rippin' It Up with Jamie, where me and Jamie rip it up with Jaws. We hit on Jaws 2, Jaws 3, and Jaws 4. I should probably say Jaws Revenge. I'm not sure what Jaws 4 is called. Whatever Superman 4 was called, I suppose. Anyways, and I'm probably the only person laughing at this, so it's okay. But yeah, I have done a lot of co-hosting on Rippin' It Up with Jamie. I have new work coming out for Symbolicus 3. If you know who Marcus Cook is, and if you don't know who Marcus Cook is, for fuck's sake, I'm not sure how you don't know who Marcus Cook is. He's done MK Ultra, he has done the Symbolicus series, he has also directed American Guinea Pig Bloodshot and 100 Tears, and one of my favorite films, Fell, he directed. So yeah, come on, people, just get on that train. Come on, love horror. And at the same point in time, I've directed, as I said, for the piece for Symbolicus Volume 3. I also did a piece for Rob Cease's film, Psychonaut, so you can check that out. I also signed on to do a piece for Daniel Mallon, who is also part of the White Gardenia group. I'm doing a piece for his film called Sleeping Beauty. It's just been a great year for me. It's just been so up and down, more downs than up, but we'll take care of that as time goes on. The good Lord always takes care of us. It is getting a little bit more serious than I was expecting it to, but it's turning out absolutely fantastic. I think that with this film coming out, it is really going to solidify where I stand at with filmmaking. It's going to have all the same qualities that you're used to, but there's going to be it's going to be amped up a billion times more. And I hope that you all feel that way when you see Smother Me Alone. There's a lot going into this, and there's more to talk about when it comes to Latrist and Smother Me Alone. But I think it's okay to just kind of just give you a little bit. The filming for Smother Me Alone is going immensely well. It's kind of frightening. Just a little bit, just a tiny bit for me. But I'm getting through it. When I shot Latrace, it was hard for me, and Smother Me Alone again is hard for me. My piece I'm going to shoot for Daniel Valence, Sleeping Beauty, is going to be hard for me. A lot of these things are hard for me because I put a lot of myself into it. I think that if you can't interact within yourself, then you lose an immense amount of quality to your work. Van Gogh did it, Michelangelo did it, and I don't even care for those artists. I say that with a passion. If you're talking Joel Peter Wicked, perfect. The best artist in the whole entire world as far as I'm concerned. Anyways, not to get with the nostalgias and all that with their pristine art museums and things like that, but I want to get into the showcase of this newsletter, because I wasn't planning a newsletter until after I released Blue Android, but this newsletter is actually very warranted. The reason is that Embryo Pink and Embryo House have come under an agreement to allow Embryo House to reclaim the rights to Blue Android. It wasn't a financial situation, it wasn't a legal situation, it wasn't there was really no situation. It was a creator of their art wanting their art back, and I couldn't deny them that, because that would be 100% entirely wrong of me to deny an artist like Sam Hell an opportunity to regrain their art. I said regrain. You're getting disappointment. Anyways, so we worked out an agreement, and Blue Android is still getting released on Blu-ray, and it is entirely based upon Embryo Pink. We have placed our stipulations down, and we have made our claims correctly and legally, and we made sure that within the Embryo House, Embryo Pink, we made sure that we wanted to be fair, because it's not about what we do, it's about the artwork that goes behind it. And the primary reason why we always wanted to release Blue Android what I can't speak for is myself. And if you know me, and you've followed everything I've possibly ever posted, and if you did, I might have to get a t-shirt for you. It's one of my top 5 favorite films of all time. And it's an extremely rare thing for me, and I typically don't add a film into a top 5, but when it's like Martyrs, #1 greatest film of all time, you can't argue with me. You can go fuck off. I don't care what you do. And then you've got Rubber's Lover and Begotten and Blue Android, and one of the quintessential films of all time. And a lot of people might disagree with me on this one, but it is quintessential to filmmaking, and that's American Guinea Pig, Bouquet of Guts and Gore. It was entirely perfect for the time, and for me, I recognize that, and those are my top 5. If you want to include a top 5, that would be great. Just shoot it down there in the comment section. I'm not trying to promote anything. I don't give a fuck if you subscribe. I don't care what you do, but those are my top 5, and I would sincerely love to hear what your top 5 are. Seriously, I would love to hear that. And if you want to, go ahead. If you don't, well, guess what? You're fucking lost. Anyways, Blue Android is going to be a joint release through Embryo House. But get this one. Embryo Pink is picking up 25 releases of Blue Android out of the agreement. And we are going to do something super goddamn fucking extravagant for Blue Android. And I'm not going to release any details because I talked to a super close friend of mine, and they asked me not to do it, and I was like, that's not a bad idea, because they gave me a lot of ideas of why I should. So I decided not to. But on the better half of things, you're getting a Baroque House Embryo Pink release, and you're also getting an Embryo Pink release. And I will tell you this, to add to that tiny slight of desire to buy this film, there is going to be a Blue Android t-shirt. It's going to be it's going to be release limited. I'm going to do what I can do to make sure that anyone that buys the 25 releases will get one, but I can't. It's so expensive these days, and I'm really trying the best I can to get back to every one of you guys, and I'm so sorry if I haven't done it. This Blue Android release is gonna be a good release. Not better than Latrace, but it's gonna be up there. That sounds biased, but that's okay. And then next year, I just lost a filmmaker. They chose not to be part of Embryo House, Embryo Pink. They felt that they could do better on their own, and I can't smite that. I think that is one of the biggest compliments that you can give yourself. And so I lose a filmmaker next year. I'm not sure how next year is going to look. And it's okay to me. I'm okay with that. I never really 100% on how next year looked, knowing that I am very much planning on moving to the UK here soon, and making sure that all the ties are tightened up here in this wonderful country. I just love you all. I love you so much. You really honestly have no idea how much I love you and the support you have given me, and Embryo House and Embryo Pink. Go out and buy anything from our earth. Go out and buy anything you can from Embryo House or Rob Cecil's company or Morbid Vision Productions, or go out and just buy the indie stuff. I mean, that's where it's at. I mean, if you're looking for the greatest horror of all time, it is going to be within the indie underground. And to conclude this whole situation, this whole newsletter, I'm so sorry. This whole newsletter.